A lot of homeowners think their lawn care isn't working when the lawn is just taking some time to show results. A lot of times they quit before those results actually happen, so they never even see the results in the first place, and they just think that lawn care doesn't work. So in this video today, I'm going to show you exactly what your lawn should look like after a few weeks of treatments, approximately 2 to 4 weeks, and if it's working or not, and how you can tell. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Jordan with Lawn Doctor here today. We're going to be looking at a lawn, seeing some of those results after a 2 to 4 week time frame, and seeing how you can tell what's normal versus what's not normal. This might be one of the most important videos to know that your lawn care is actually working for you. Let's dive in. Before we even get into timelines, this is where most people actually go wrong. They apply something, they wait about 3 to 5 days, and then they expect it to be magically green and all the weeds gone overnight. They're just not waiting long enough because a lot of things are happening not on top of the surface, but under the surface. We got the soil roots are waking up, they're taking in those nutrients. The weeds are slowly uptaking that product, and therefore it takes some time for that to go through their system and die off. And the product's actually beginning to work by day 5 to 7, when initially they're looking for those full results at that time. So visually, if your lawn looks the same in about 3 to 5 days, that's okay because the products again are starting to work below the surface, and eventually you will see those results on top of the surface as well. Let's start with the first 2 weeks after treatment. This is where most people panic. They expect to see these huge massive results in that very little time frame. When really it's okay. You're not gonna see those results right away. Again, the product's just gonna be starting to work its way through that system, and you might not see results that first 2 weeks, and that's completely okay. So in that first 2 weeks, what's actually happening? Fertilizer is being absorbed, and a lot of times it needs to activate by water. And let's say if they don't have irrigation, we need a little bit of rainfall to actually activate that product and get into that soil layer so those grass roots can absorb that, and that could take time. So you can see right here, you can see these little white pearls all over the ground. This is fertilizer that's been applied on this lawn. This isn't going to uptake into the roots until some water hits this and activates it, and slowly it'll melt down into that soil layer. Therefore, those grass roots can absorb that. And this process, can take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks, or until we see some rain even. So again, that's why results may not be right away, and you're going to be spreading those out long term. A lot of times with early spring applications, you might get a little bit of green up, but a lot of times that app is really focused on your crabgrass pre-emergent. You're going to really notice something in about 3 months when the crabgrass does or does not grow in. That is the main point of that application. It's getting that pre-emergent down. It's creating that invisible barrier that nobody sees until that crabgrass either does or does not come later that year. The third thing is the weed control is being uptaken. And a lot of times, again, this is another process. It's a systemic product, so it's going to take some time for that plant to uptake that. Again, it may need some water to activate that to uptake the product as well. So again, we're not talking a week time span. We're potentially talking, 2 to 4 weeks for that to show up and start to begin that slow process of dying off. So now we're in weeks 2 to 3, and what you're going to be seeing is that the lawn's going to be looking more alive. It's going to be greener. It's going to be standing up better than it did before. You're going to really noticing too that top growth start to pick up, and it's going to probably begin into that 3 to 4 inch time frame unless you've cut it, but this is where it's really going to pick up growth. And if you did have broadleaf weeds, a lot of times this is where they'll start to do that curling action where they begin to die off. So a couple things of dying off, you're going to see them curling, some discoloration, and overall disappearing altogether. So again, this is not a sprint, this is a marathon. Nothing happens in an instant out here. We're in Mother Nature, things take time, but you will notice these results, and start to notice them that 2 to 3 week time frame. You're going to start to see that things are actually working for the better. We're greening up, we're getting rid of weeds, and that's where the magic happens. So now we're in week 4 out here. We've had a product down, we come back. Now this lawn is a nice thick color, it's even. We have that top growth coming in. This lawn is uptaking those nutrients. Our weeds are starting to come out of this lawn as well. We're not seeing many weeds, and this is where the magic happens. Nice corner lawn. It's gonna start standing out in this neighborhood. Let's walk over here. What you really are gonna notice too, especially if your neighbors aren't fertilizing, is you're gonna get a very nice dark green divide in color gap between you and your neighbors, where you can specifically tell that the products are working. This nice dark green is from the grass uptaking those nutrients. Now let's talk about the other thing. Maybe the lawn isn't responding after 4 weeks, right? And that's entirely possible. There could be a number of reasons why this is happening. So maybe our timing was off. We didn't hit a very good time frame, or too short between applications. Maybe it rained after an application, or we had too much sun or not enough rain, and our products weren't applied properly, or they weren't watered in. Or maybe sometimes the lawn just needs a bit more time than that 4 to 5 week time frame. Maybe it's a slower product, it takes longer to release. Let's say there's a poly coat on it. It just takes longer to break down and release those nutrients into the grass. But this is why consistency wins here, right? Because lawn care isn't a one-time treatment, just coming out here and expecting instant results. It's time and time again, all season long, to get the tried and true results that you want. The lawns that usually look the best are the ones that follow a very precise and timed plan consistently, rather opposed to the ones that react and apply when something is wrong. And if you stay consistent, your lawn will only get better from here. It'll stay green all season long. There will be no weeds because that lawn will be so thick, weeds won't even be able to grow in it, and you'll be able to enjoy your lawn. All right guys, this was Jordan with Lawn Doctor of Grand Rapids, Ann Arbor. See you in the next one. Thank you.